Welcome to another episode of Basketball Wives Season 8, Episode 16. This is the finale, and it's going crazy this episode. The ladies need a night out and a drink in Costa Rica. Evelyn pulls her receipts, but OG has some right along with her. Stay tuned for all that and more.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome to the show, you guys. I'm so excited. It's come to the end. I can't wait to see the reunion. But tonight we're going to get into the season finale. I'm your host, Miss Conversation Piece, and I just love Basketball Wives. This is one of my favorite shows, so I know all about it. Been watching since season 1, and it's just sad to see overall what's going on here with the ladies after so many seasons together that they just can't make amends. But today we're going to get into some tweets, a little bit of news and gossip, and just this episode. So my overall thoughts of the episode is that, it's just not going to work with Kristen and Cece, and I'm glad they decided to just let it go, because having the same conversation over and over and over and over, like Cece said, it makes no sense. Like, let Byron handle the business. That's who has the problem. That's who, kind of is cutting off contact. So that's who she needs to talk to and not take it out on Cece. So, and also, I just feel like they need to stop trying to change the narrative of the way they're trying to portray OG as just this out of control, aggressive person, when she's very controlled. I feel like she controls her emotions very well. She uses her words, and they don't like that. And she has receipts to back it up, just like they do. So they don't like to get called out, and I know that OG is willing to do that. So let's just get into the first scene where Kristen is still overreacting. Like, anytime her family comes up, I know it's a sensitive topic when someone talks about your family or your family's brought up. But she gets so dramatic when it comes to this situation. And it's like, at this point, why are you so mad? Like, it could only be jealousy. That's the only thing that I can see, because to me, it seems like an overreaction. You guys can let me know in the live chat what you think about Kristen. The way that she's like, I got to talk to Cece, and she basically is just screaming and throwing her hands in the air, having a fit. But it just makes Cece wants to leave. Like, I would want to leave. It just seems like toxic energy. And, sometimes even if they're a family member, you just got to cut that loose and just know that there's never going to be a resolution there. And Jackie's looking at it as well from the outside looking in, or the inside of the circle looking in. And she's saying that everybody's wrong in this case. I don't really know how Cece's wrong, because I feel like she's taken the high road. She's walked away several times, but then they also try to make that into a bad thing. So it's like, you can't win from losing. Like, either you're going to walk away, or you're going to tell somebody you will break their jaw. And if you tell somebody you break their jaw, they don't like it. If you walk away, they don't like it. So we have to find some happy medium. I don't know, because even Jackie has been saying, when is Evelyn going to get their sit down and talk to? Because they seem to be getting the pass with their bad behavior, it seems like, because they're friends with Shani. And OG, she's just saying that, she's a street fighter, she's a trained fighter, and yet she still has yet to put her hands on anyone. And just due to the fact for her saying that she's going to defend herself, that's putting her in, being outcast, being banned, being put into the, a little room for the reunion type of thing. I think that's wrong. I don't think they're giving her fair chance, and they're picking sides. So, yeah, it's unfortunate for her. But one good thing that comes out of it, we see her strength. We see her willing to stand up for herself and speak her mind and not back down. She's not doing it disrespectfully, though, because I do know that that was one of the reasons some of the other ladies were let go, like Brandy, who was very disrespectful and, using profanity and talking to Shani very disrespectfully. I feel like OG is able to articulate her feelings and her feelings just happen to be angry because the girls are picking on her. So I don't know what they expect from her. I guess they want her to bow down like some of the other people. But we gotta have some conflict, right? I just wish it was like conflict outside of the group or something. Like it doesn't have to be, but I just wish they could come together and have a sisterhood. But we don't know. Season 9, what could happen? We possibly could see some more alliances there. Because Jackie, she doesn't want anything to do with this mess. She don't want to be put in it. However, she's put all in the mix. The other group of ladies, they decide to go out to have drinks and dance. And I feel like they should have did that day one. Like, I feel like if you start off the vacation, you go dancing, go drinking, there's no room to be talking about who doesn't like who's mad, because it's music blasting, you having a good time, you drinking. I feel like that would have been a better icebreaker than sitting down, let's try to hash this out. I wish they would have done that. And I feel like even if they did have to still sit down and resolve some things or still have to hash things out, that they would have had a better camaraderie with each other by just, having a good time together. I feel like I said, the ice would have been broken. They would have been a little more warm and friendly to each other. And, even though they're staying in separate living accommodations, they still could have gotten along on this trip at some point if they would have just started off right. Starting off with the mess is never good. And Shawnee actually tells Jackie that she feels like anytime OG is in the mix, it's a hostile environment. And I just find it so hard to believe when Evelyn is the main aggressor. Who else? Malaysia has as well. Jackie. And it's just like, why are we so scared of OG? Why are we making such a big deal? Can anyone in the live chat let me know? I know you're out there listening. I saw all of you waiting. Let's see what you're saying in the live chat here. Oh man, you guys are talking about everything. Shawnee's a hypocrite. Oh yeah. And they're talking about what we'll get into later in the episode. OG, she brought up the race card. Kristen is a clout chaser. And CC Freak says, it doesn't matter. OG will be let go, unfortunately. I don't know. I mean, I remember when Brandy was on the show, and I know Shawnee did definitely want to get her out of there. But it was, she was kind of voted out in, to have Brandy taken away because she came back the next season. Now, one reason I do think Brandy was let go was because nobody wanted to film with her. So, when you're trying to do a reality show, you have to have scenes with everybody. So that's why people are always saying, oh, she wants a moment with me. Oh, Phoebe wanted a moment with Jackie. And Kristen wants a moment with whoever she can get a moment with. So people say that because you have to have camera time. And if you're just doing your own thing, you might not get any. So basically, they're trying to get rid of OG. And I feel like they're trying to poke her to get her to show her aggressiveness. Like, I don't feel like OG is all talk at all. But I just feel like she's able to show restraint and she's able to not be bullied. Like, that's exactly what the ladies are doing, I feel, to her. Yeah, Shawnee is kind of funny to me because she wants OG to kind of keep OG away from everybody else because they just say they can't have a good time with her. And the last thing that they want to do is have a going away lunch and it go wrong. But I can't understand this reasoning when we see Evelyn like, oh, I gotta call Chad, when she's talking about the receipts she has because OG brought up Chad. And now she's looking for OG. So if you're looking for her, you're looking for conflict. You're not trying to go out of your way to have fun in Costa Rica like you claiming you're trying to do. So they're all, like Jackie said, wrong. They're all dead wrong. And I don't know what it's going to take for them to get it together. I think they need group therapy. Like, that's the only way. Or some kind of like group bonding moment, but not a trip, but like just someone there that can mediate and be like a group bonding moment and have them like work together, the sisterhood or team player type situation. So when OG told Evelyn that Chad was in her DMs heavy, that hit a nerve with Evelyn. Even though he abused her, even though they're divorced, she really took that to heart because she reached out to Chad to tell him that OG has been speaking on his name. And she says that Ocho Cinco responded back to her, sending her the DMs, which date back to 2013. So it's 2019, honey, and they're still talking up until May of this year. Now, Kristen is kind of like taken aback because she's like, well, why are you communicating with Evelyn's ex? And so is Phoebe, because they're in the circle. They may not be like close friends, but it's kind of, I don't know, is that kind of breaking the girl code if you're not really friends but associates with someone and your ex or her ex is trying to talk to you? Do you feel like you owe her that information? Do you feel like you should cut it off? Do you feel like you should do what you want to do? Now, OG is in a relationship right now with Kwame. So she says everything was platonic. However, Chad was after her. But Evelyn is trying to use these receipts, which she blew up poster board size, to show the OG that Chad was barely responding to her. And, you know, they were kind of joking around when she was showing it to Shani and the rest of the crew. But it didn't, even when I was looking at it with them along with the rest of the girls, I did not believe like that was the conversation. Like, somebody's just like, Happy Father's Day, and you say nothing. Like, a gentleman, a real man, is going to at least say thank you. He doesn't have to lead you on like, thanks, baby, or anything like that. But he would at least, especially if you've been talking to someone for almost 6 years, even if it's friendly, even if it's platonic, he's going to say thank you. Even if it's a fan, he probably would say thank you. So I kind of knew from what Evelyn was reading that something was being left out of the conversation. And that's exactly what happened, because when she brought it to OG definitely was like, oh, let me go get my receipts. I got a phone full of receipts. And not only was he texting me, he texted me first, and it hasn't been since 2013. It's been 2011. So now Evelyn was taken aback because she's like, oh, I was engaged in 2011 and I married him in 2012. So it's like, why are you talking to my man? You knew he was married, yada, yada, yada. So I don't know what OG was talking to Ocho Cinco about. She's saying that he was kind of flirting with her. Evelyn saying that OG was coming on to him. From the text thread that OG was reading, hers seemed really believable. And, it came straight from her phone. She was going all the way through the messages. She showed us she had no reason to delete anything because she was put on the spot. So I believe her, you know what I mean, when it comes to what her texts are saying, because she's not going to go in and try to manipulate text. Now, was she trying to get close to Chad earlier this year in May when they were talking to get under Evelyn's skin? Now, she may be guilty of that, but I don't know. I don't know her intentions. She says strictly platonic. She says she's happy with Kwame. She doesn't want Ocho. And, who knows why they were trying to meet for lunch, but it could have been to talk about trying to get some tea about Evelyn. I don't know if that would be right for Ocho Cinco to do, or even for her to go out with him knowing that her man is overseas playing basketball. Like, that could cause a rift in her relationship. And Evelyn is all for doing that because she says she's going to post all her receipts on the social media so that Kwame can see it for himself. I don't know. She said Kwame knows. So I don't think OG OG hides a lot of things from Kwame. I think they have a pretty solid relationship on her end. I don't know about what he has going on because he's away playing basketball and things of that nature. But she seems happy, and he's said that he's gonna be proposing in a time frame that she's happy with. She's helping him get into the league here. I think they'll be fine. So I don't think OG wants Ocho Cinco. She wants to get under Evelyn's skin for sure. And it's working because Evelyn is hot. She's mad. Was she always mad a little bit, I think. So I just want to know what you guys think about this situation. Do you think OG is wrong? Do you think she deserves to be, left out from the lunch just off of, what the girls are saying and how they're feeling? Let me know what you think about that in the live chat. I see a few people saying, I knew Evelyn lied on chat. I read the police report. That was Tamika Lunnan. Oh my goodness. Who still talks to your abuser? She's full of it and she lies. So, I mean, you guys are saying she's lying, but I think, even his daughter said she was there when it happened. So something happened. Now, did she start it? Possibly. That doesn't make anything right. I never condone a man putting hands on a woman. So, yeah. Team OG, Team OG. Oh, we got Team OG in the house. Okay. Chocolate Chiclets, Tammy Art, Team OG in here. I'm Team OG with you, girl. Nori Breeze says everyone is hypocrites, period. Let's see who else. CC Freak says Team OG also. Sharon Holden says it takes two. Two to what? To cheat? Because I don't think Ojo, Ojo. OG, I don't think she was going to cheat with Chad. I think they have a lot in common. Chad plays football. OG plays football. Why wouldn't she connect with him? Besides the fact that she is in the circle of basketball wives and Chad is her ex, that's kind of sketchy to me. But a man that plays football and then a girl that plays football interacting with each other, I don't think that's strange. But I do want to show love to each and every one of you in the live chat. You were waiting on me. It's 79 of you in here right now checking in with me. And I want to thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. We couldn't do it without you liking, commenting, and subscribing to us each and every week. We love the love that you give us, and we're going to show it to you right back. So leave a comment. We'll shout you out. And just tune in next week because we're going to talk about this reunion. And just check us out on the ESPN of TV talk. So, now it got really, really heated when not only the ladies were in the hot springs, but they brought the heat. Evelyn and the rest of the girls were waiting for OG, Jackie, and Cece to come out from their relaxing jacuzzi. And I mean, if you go out the night before and say, oh, this is what Costa Rica should have been about, we should be having fun, and the girls decide, oh, let's just, avoid them, let's go to hot springs, let's relax, let's do our own thing. Why would you go bother her just to show her these receipts that are deleted, that are altered? I don't know what she did with Chad. I don't know if he was in on it or anything like that. But, people can make fake texts, make fake DMs. So I don't know what it was. I just feel like it didn't add up to what OG had. So, I just want the ladies to act their age, act grown, and act like they can be in a room together, because there's no reason to try to leave OG out. Like they're just, being mean girls at this point. Everybody's going to go to the dinner and leave OG. And, Cece's not going to do that, I don't think. And Jackie's not going to do that. And so they show us a little snippet of what's going to happen at the reunion. And this is where we see that OG is getting told that the ladies don't feel comfortable with her being on stage. Evelyn says she doesn't want to share the stage with someone that is taunting her about her abuser, yet she has no problem calling him, hanging out with his daughter. She's just mad because OG pulled out those receipts, honey. She had a long dialogue of not even tweets, of text messages with the phone number to chat. So, I don't know if Evelyn can take that. She you know what? She was literally defeated to the point where she walked away. And normally Evelyn is going to come at you like a raging bull until security has to drag her away. But this time she walked off, and that was I don't know if that was the first, but I don't really see Evelyn walking off. So she might have touched a nerve there. But let's get into our trending tweets. This is what we get into the super fans of the show and what they have to say about the show. So you guys have had a lot to say. We have Kingsley's Pride. Shawnee won't invite OG to lunch, but it's okay for Evelyn to go find her and start some drama. Yeah, I'm confused about that too, Kingsley Pride. I don't know. I just think because, you're friends with someone, you got to still tell them when they're wrong, okay? Shawnee can't just let Evelyn run amok, okay? Basketball Wives tweeted, OG said in her Meek Mill voice, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. She had receipts on receipts on receipts, honey. She pointed it out from 2011 to all the way up to 2019. How many of us save our texts from that long? I know I do. I save texts and information from, years. I never clean out my texts. I have like so much stuff on my phone. I never clear out my pictures either. I have like 30,000 pictures. So my phone is full of stuff. I don't know. So they're saying OG is thirsty because she has all these tweets from 2011. I think that's normal. Some people delete their tweets. I don't personally. But let's get into tweet number 3. Liked by many. Man, Shawnee STFU want to talk ish as OG is in the car leaving. I bet if OG would have told the driver to stop the car, Shawnee would have hauled ass. Do you guys believe that? Do you believe Shawnee? I mean, she says she's scared of OG, so I'm pretty sure she may have, ran off. And Dan's 6267639. How are y'all calling OG a home wrecker when Evelyn admitted to sleeping with a married man, and we know who that was? That was Tammy's man. So they've all been intertwined and on the wrong side of the stick. And, I just feel like they can't judge. Don't judge people, and give people a chance and have a talk with them and get a conversation going. And then you can kind of know, like, even if you're not meant to be friends, that's fine. But still, there's no reason to be mean and talk about people's toes and talk about their fashion and their wigs and their weaves. Now, unless you're going to help. And if you have a wig line and you're like, girl, I got some nice hair, I don't see anything wrong with that. Or like, hey, girl, let's go shopping together. And you can kind of like be like, oh, those are cute on you. Like, why don't you get these pair of shoes? Like, I think they should try a little more of that versus the situation where they just talk mess about each other. So yeah, that's what I think about that. Let's see what else is going on in the live chat, because I'm here holding it down. I just want to connect with you guys and see what you think. All right, 2011, that's a long time. Something ain't right. Why all Evelyn's friends mute while OG hurting Evelyn's feelings? They would have jumped CC. That was from Nori Breeze. Will Watcher 05 says, what was up with the God loves you foolishness? OG was like, you can catch this smoke too. Tamika Lunnan says, it was okay for Malaysia to jump on people and defend Brandy and Bambi. True. It's a lot of hypocritical things going on here. Like, if your friend does it, it's okay. But if a person that you don't like, then you just throw them under the bus and be like, oh my gosh, she just has to go because you don't like her. But you need to tell your friend that she's wrong as well. Okay? That's what real friends do. Chocolate Chica, she says, I loved Evelyn walking away with her tail between her legs. It was phenomenal. Jackie, OG, Cece, Tammy, and Jenny, real women with aggression. They're queens. That was from Eric Jones. And let's see who else. Yeah, y'all are active in here today. Like, thank you so much for holding it down with me. And let's get into a little bit of news and gossip. Let's see what I found.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So it's been said that Shawnee kind of wants to fire OG from the franchise. And I think it has something to do with her friendship with Evelyn Lozada. I don't really see a reason why OG should be let go. You know, I kind of saw when she sat down with Tammy that Tammy was kind of passing her the torch because Tammy was out and they need somebody strong like that. But because OG is new to the group and she doesn't have that strong bond, I feel like they're not going to give her that chance. And it says on the upcoming episode and season finale, Shawnee attempts to make sense of it all. And she believes that OG is the one who escalates tension in the group. We saw that. She's just making excuses to make a point to the rest of the producers to get OG off. But who are we going to get to replace OG? We need her on the show, okay? If you Team OG, put Team OG in the live chat. Leave a comment in the live chat so we can keep our girl there on set, okay? People are already calling BS on Evelyn Lozada's Afro-Latina revelation by pulling up her old tweets. Oh my goodness, y'all work fast. She just said it tonight, guys. How did y'all pull it up so fast? So, you know, there's a petition going around trying to get Evelyn off the show. So people are not liking, you know, when OG brought up the race issue, and Evelyn is claiming to be Afro-Latino, which is why she's saying the N-word so loosely and why she, you know, wears cornrows or whatever she wants to do with her look. You know what I mean? And it's funny, she says, because on this season, somebody was like, B, you think you're black. I've never had anyone tell me that. I was so offended because I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, I think I'm black. I grew up in New York. I know where I come from. I've done DNA tests just to know, but I want to be able to tap into that more. She said, I'm proud to be Puerto Rican and from New York and Afro-Latina and all that good stuff. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, she's Afro-Latina, then that's what she is. She said she has a DNA test. Go Evelyn. And that's it for news and gossip. So let's get into my predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Ooh. So I predict that yes, OG will be upset that the girls want her to be in a separate room during the reunion. It looks like she's gonna walk away. I think she's gonna stay to say her piece, even though she's upset about being in the separate room. I think she'll stay for a little bit and say something. I do think Cece's gonna leave and just support her friend. And I just can't wait. I can't predict it. These girls have been unpredictable. I don't think OG is going to put her hands on anybody. I don't think she's going to leave the show. I definitely want to see what she has to say, though, to these girls. So we're going to tune in next week. Make sure you stop by and click on the after show for Basketball Wives and see what we have to say about the reunion. I'm your host, Miss Conversation. Peace. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at MISS Conversation Piece. You can tweet me, all you tweeters out there that I shouted out, on Twitter at MISS Combo Piece. You can also check out my clothing line, Girls on the Grind. My jacket is fly. Yeah, make sure you check that out on the page, Girls on the Grind. Also, my Grown Up Hip Hop After Show, as well as Love and Hip Hop After Show. Till next time, we'll be back.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.